What's up, people? It's a beautiful evening here in Columbus, Ohio. The weather has been awesome today. My oldest son is actually playing football, so he has a game tomorrow, and I'm super excited. If you follow me on Instagram or follow me on my personal Facebook page, then you've seen some of the footage from his games, and he's an amazing athlete. He can just keep his grades up. Maybe some colleges will be calling soon. But yeah, that's what I got for tomorrow lined up. But here we are, it's Beats and B-Sides. Yeah. We're going to continue on our series, Journey to Autopilot today. I'm not going to be in front of you long. I'm going to start trying to keep these at about 30 to 40 minutes. Just to keep it concise. And you get a new song today from Autopilot, all my loyal followers and listeners. And this song won't be on won't be available to hear on Bandcamp, won't be on any of the other streaming platforms yet. This is just for the dedicated fans that come and check me out every Friday on Beats and B-Sides, and those that take the time to listen on the replay. So this week I'm gonna bring back a little favorite of ours. Somebody posted on, what up Gordo? Somebody posted on my YouTube that they was kind of upset that I didn't do my verse of the week last week. So I'm gonna bring it back this week. What up, Gareth? Didn't think you was gonna join us today. But yeah, I'm gonna bring back the verse of the week, and this one is more like a poem. You know what I'm saying? But it's a dope piece. I am working on some new music with my dude Intellectual, the Sound Cultivator, the man who produced A Man Who Thinks With His Own Mind, and we're working on a couple new joints. So I'm gonna give y'all a little taste of what we're working on today. But yeah, man. So I hope everybody's having a good day. I hope everybody had a good week. And thank y'all for joining me on Beats and B-Sides. If you don't know, Autopilot is available for pre-order. You can hit IamIllogic.com or illogic.bandcamp.com. Today's Bandcamp day, so hit that Bandcamp up before, I think it's about 6 or 7 hours left on Bandcamp day for y'all to hit up the Bandcamp and support. All y'all been supporting, so I really appreciate it. But yeah, we're gonna dive into, this verse of the week this week, and this is a song called "Worker Bees," and yeah, here we go. Now I don't know it that well. It's more like a poem, so it's gonna be a little, scattered around the beat. So bear with me. All right, here we go. Yeah, we don't acknowledge the worker bees demolished in the pay to play, devoured in the hours leading, seated by the day to day, believing the deceiving candlelit vigils as monuments to the death of individual platforms. It's obvious the influence of groupthink bombarding from the outlets we ingest on the daily, with hopes of prosperous affluence at best, no ifs, ands, or maybes. Clouded judgment is abundant in each flash of the screen we hold in hand, hoping the masses concede to the emboldened plans of the stance we decree, more entranced than relieved as the band plays on a ship capsizing in the flesh of the sea. Rhythm and blues is used to lure each muse to its cross for crucifixion. The examination of labor days are lost in the attempted mastery of human diction. Don't announce my name if you can't pronounce it correct. The essence of each lesson we detect and are prone to reject. Incomplete pictures dictate what the eye deflects. All we see in the noose coming for the necks of the children we're supposed to protect. And there's a change blooming. Even though the sun hasn't touched it yet. Yeah. So that's called Worker Bees. Coming real soon to a streaming service. Probably a 45 near you. By me and the Sound Cultivator. Yeah, we've been working trying to work on some new things, you know what I'm saying, for the people. So yeah, you know. So we gonna get into this beats and B-sides here. Now, give me 1 second. Check. Yeah, so so this episode isn't gonna have a lot of music in it. I'll be playing beats in the background, but this is more of a conversation piece. And what we're gonna talk about today is more of my influences musically and outside of life, outside of music in my life, and the people that have kind of given me the push and given me the boost to walk in this direction and create this record that is Autopilot. So, you know, every week we're gonna have, you know, I'm gonna try to do another piece of the journey with you guys. And so, and if you haven't ordered, this is the CD. Let me see if I can get some focus on it. Get a little focus. Here's the CD. Boom. Focus. This is the CD, Autopilot. Let's see if I open it up. You can see, did the photography in there. CD is in there. It's nice. It's a nice piece. So make sure you get your pre-order on. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about my influences in music and as of late, in music and outside of music. First of all, one of the things that have been super helpful is having a partner in my wife that is supportive and has been supportive. I think I talked about it a little bit on the last episode. Just her being supportive and allowing me, you know, to be in the basement, learning how to do this streaming, you know, learning how to produce over the last few years. It's been really cool to have that kind of partner that supports and, you know, allows you to grow and allows you to expand in your craft. And, you know, Taya, I love you for that. Also, you know, my family, I don't know if, you know, like I said, many of you guys probably don't follow me on my personal page because I usually only approve people that I actually personally know as family usually and close friends. But, you know, in the process, when I was getting closer to the end of this process of gathering funds for this album, I reached out, you know, via Facebook to my family and friends and just asked, you know, for them to donate whatever they could just to help out. And, you know, a lot of my family did. I mean, I think between family and friends, you know, purchasing merch and just, you know, sending me cash apps, you know, calling me over, writing me a check here and there, you know, donating to the cause. I mean, I think my family gave me close to $1,000 to help me get to the point where I could pay for, you know, the vinyl, I could pay for the CDs, I could pay for the videos that are coming. So, you know, that has been a big part of this project, and this is a complete kind of a family project between you guys, the fans, that have been super supportive in me building this Beats and B-Sides thing. This was all part of this campaign. Since, with COVID happened, it influenced me in a way where I had the time, I felt, thanks, man. I had the time to really start to engage my fans more. And over the years, I haven't really been good at that. It's one of the things that me and Blueprint talk about extensively, is about fan engagement and talking to the people. As you can see, also, side note, I do have the Illogic t-shirt, Autopilot t-shirt, you know what I'm saying? That joint you could get too. There's multiple packages. But anyway, so this Beats and B-Sides, this show that, I created one day just because I found a lot of music and I wanted to start sharing it with y'all, there's always been, not to say an ulterior motive, because that always has a negative connotation, but there's always been a difference in, what this whole approach has been. And it's because, I wanted to be personable with you guys, and really dig back into my fans, because I'm not really a touring artist anymore. Just because I don't have the time and I have my family that I have to take care of. So it doesn't work out in my schedule. So, doing this streaming thing has really given me a lot more unction to be, a doper artist and make sure that you guys are being taken care of as fans, and that, you're being engaged and you're being, talked to and discussed, and allowing you guys to interact with me. And, we're becoming friends. Like, I see Gareth and Hugo and, Gordo, a lot of you guys, Chad, like a lot of you guys I see in the feed on a regular basis every week, if not every week, most of the time. And, that's really, really, really cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really, really appreciate you guys supporting me on this new venture, as well as allowing me to continue to make music. And, it's really been great. So you guys have been a huge influence on, everything. Now, interesting story. Autopilot was supposed to originally come out in March of this year, but then COVID hit. Actually, April, I'm sorry. April. And then COVID hit, so then, it threw everyone's plans off, my plans as well. And, so that's why I started Beats and B-Sides. It's like, I got to do something. I was planning on having a record out, and I want to make sure that I'm still engaging my fans. So let me start this, Let me start streaming. And thanks, man, I appreciate that. But the gold. So I'm like, okay, let me start streaming just so I can start, letting people know what's coming up, so I can have an avenue, my own platform, because I have, I'm on Super Duty Tough Work with Blueprint, and, that's a cool spot, but we have discussions about, certain things on there, and it's kind of geared towards a certain level. I can have Beats and B-Sides to be, where I can talk about whatever I want, and when I have something going on and my fans, I can talk directly to my fans through it. So, but interestingly enough, one day, and this was literally maybe a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, a couple months ago, me and Blueprint are talking after we're shooting a episode of Super Duty Tough Work, and we're talking about, plans after COVID and this and that. And Blueprint just hit me with, what are you waiting for? Like, you're not going to be touring anyway. You're not going to be out in these streets anyway, so it really doesn't matter for you, and especially with what, and these were his words, like, especially with what you've been doing with the streaming and the Beats and B-Sides, you have a perfect platform to present the album to your fans in an original way, in a direct way. He's like, so you have no reason to wait, He has more of a reason to wait because he does like 60 city tours every album he drops, you know what I mean? So that's a completely different scenario. But, and from that conversation, within a week, I had the release date started, or I had the release date scheduled. I had already, I had already been looking at the vinyl and everything. And so like, okay, I'm gonna do that. So this is why, I started really taking advantage of the Bandcamp Fridays like today, and giving you guys new material, because all of that money went towards the campaign for Autopilot, buying the, merch, and towards everything. And so I really appreciate you guys' support throughout this time. But yeah, so without you guys, without family, without friends, without fans, Autopilot would not be here, and ready to present to you guys. So I really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. But musically, influence-wise, strangely enough, I did my best. I did. All these are my beats, by the way. I did my best in this process to not try to sound like anyone else but myself. But in that, I listened to other artists that were undeniably themselves as well. I listened to Blueprint. I listened to Superstition. I listened to Aesop Rock. I listened to Flying Lotus. I listened to Stolen Drums. I listened to DiBiase. I listened to artists and instrumentalists, RJD2, that are, undeniably them. You know what I'm saying? And, my dude Ill Poetic as well. What about what they do makes them, what about them makes them them, was more of what I was, thinking of. Also, I don't know if you guys have listened to the Lucid Logic album, but my dude, Just Joey, Lucid Optics, he is one of the most talented people that I've ever met in my life. And, him being him, really diving into who he is as a musician and as a person, because he's had a long, last few years just traveling around the country and things, and just dealing with other things. But as an artist, like, he is one of the coolest and most amazing dudes that I've ever met. And whether he knows it or not, he's a big part of, giving me the kind of push, inadvertently, to finish this record and really like dive into my production really heavy and really hard. So I really want to thank him. He goes by Just Joey. You can listen to he has an album that just came out not too long ago called Seek and Swim, that's on Spotify. And yeah, please check it out. Please check it out. But hold on. But yeah, so he's been a big influence. He's yeah, man. Thanks, Ilpo. Ilpo, also my dude that's in the chat. As I said earlier, like, he has also been like a huge inspiration and help in this whole process, because he's most likely, between him and Blueprint, they're the first people that hear any of the music that I make. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the dudes that I bounce everything off of, other than the people that live in the house with me. A lot of times, as soon as I make a beat, if I really, really dig it, or if I'm not sure about it, he gets an email notification. You know what I'm saying? And, so allowing me, to bounce things off of him, and Print as well, and a lot of my other friends, has really helped me in this journey and helped me in this process. And, it's been really great to have those kind of people. I made a post the other day that seeking feedback from people that you're close to and that will be honest with you, gives you a lot more confidence when you start to present your art to the world. And I really, 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 really thank him for that. Yeah, he also did the album cover layout and things of that nature for me. Did all the banners that you guys see. So Ilpo is the man. If you yeah, right out the press, man. Like, we always hitting each other in the inboxes, in the IMs, like, yo, I'm about to check your inbox. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he did all the banners, did the CD layout, for me. And usually most of my bigger projects, he's the dude that does the graphic design. So if you ever need graphic design, he'll pull up, definitely. But he's definitely one of the biggest influences of, and just seeing what he's done, like now dude is becoming a piano player, in his late 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a lot of dudes that pick up the piano. Like, piano is something you pick up when you like 9, 10, after elementary school, you taking lessons that you hate. Like, he a grown-ass man, and he just now learning piano, and piano is not easy. You know what I'm saying? So, just watching him in that process, and, has really given me some push as well. Now, something I want to talk about really fast, and again, like I told you, I'm not going to be in front of y'all long. I'm probably going to get out of here in the next 10, 15 minutes. But the mindset that I had in the process of creating this record was more of I want to make a record that I can be proud of and that my fans can be proud of as well, and that can stand the test of time with the rest of my music. And, a lot of the things that have been going on in my life, a lot of the things that has been going on around the world and around the country is definitely influencing a lot of the writing in here. And one of the reasons that I have a lyric sheet that comes with the record is that, I want to make sure that you guys can dive in as deep as you want, and, really kind of dissect the lyrics and see some of the influences, and see some of the, topics for yourself in the lyrics. And some you'll still have to digest and come up with your own theories, because I'm a weird dude. But, I really wanted, in the process of this record, there was a want to create something that was very individual, that was very individual within my own catalog as well. Because I believe that this record sounds like nothing that's out there. I believe that this record definitely, sounds like an Illogic record that doesn't exist yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an Illogic record that fits in my catalog, but definitely is something different. And if you've been a fan of me for a while, every album, you never know what to expect with me because I never make the same album twice. So I try to do my best to create something fresh and new. And with this record, I believe that I've done that very, very well. Like, if I do say so myself, this record is dope as fuck. like I'm just saying it, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting it out there. The record is, in my opinion, fucking amazing. So I'm super excited for you guys to hear the record. And yeah, so this was just a short talk, I wanted to have with you guys about my influences, in the process of the project. And as well as, a little bit about my mindset in making the record. I was really determined to take this thing to completion, and in the process of taking it to completion, there is some fear, you know what I'm saying? There is, but that's what I was talking about getting that feedback from your friends, from the close people that you have in your life, like that allows you to come into this process here where I'm in the campaign with the pre-order now with confidence to know that this record is fucking dope, and I'm super excited for my fans to hear it. Like, this has been a long journey, and I'm really glad like it's coming to a point where you guys can, hear it and share in the fruits. You know what I'm saying? So without further ado, I'm going to get to the next joint that I'm going to play. And again, this is only for the Beats and B-Sides listeners. This is only for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't going to be on, sound, or it's not even going to be available on my Bandcamp. It's not going to be, available anywhere else. So you guys are going to hear it first. But I'm going to talk about this joint that I'm going to play for you guys off of the album. It is called Another Day. And it's featuring my sister-in-law, actually, Tish. And she's a singer that I'm working with, actually, for, doing some work, some production work for her. And, yeah, she's on this joint. And yeah, I think it turned out really, really well. This song is really a song that kind of encapsulates, you know, at the time that I was writing this, really encapsulates what a day felt like, and a day for me was super heavy. You know, it's just every day was like, you know, lifting 1,000-pound weight, just because I had so much on my shoulders, dealing with, you know, finding places to stay, and dealing with my kids, and, you know, like, having teenagers in this day and age is a definite tiring thing, but I love my kids to death, and they've really, you know, given me a reason to push, and hopefully they see the drive in me, and it, you know, lets them know that they can be prosperous and be purposeful in every action that they do. So I want to, without further ado, I want to hit y'all with Another Day featuring Tish. And yeah, this is the second joint from Autopilot that y'all get to hear. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all really dig it. And yeah, here we go. I'm not sure what's coming, but I'm sure I can handle it. Illuminated path by the flicker of candle wicks. We prop up meaningless trinkets with our mantle bricks. Some doors ajar, but with others the handle sticks. Show me the walls of your mind, I'll show what a vandal is. Dive into the cesspool and swim with the scandalous. Consciously out of step with all of the fashion trends. Show me a relationship and I'll show what an actor is. Where is there to go is what I wrote on my heart's page. Sick of trying to dig a tunnel out of this dark age. My moniker is 3 parts compassion, 1 part rage. Colluding with binge attacks, the kickback of a 12 gauge. Staggering the stand, overcome by this art days. Cloudy with a chance of self-esteem in my art days. Don't know which way to go in this dark maze. Is this the place reality and sanity part ways? Yeah, so that's Another Day, you know what I'm saying? Another Day featuring Tish from Autopilot. And yeah, man, I'm really excited for this record, you know, like really, really, really excited. And I'm really trying to take it somewhere and continue to take it places. You know, like if you hear all these beats playing in the background, like these are the beats I've made probably in the last, you know, year or so. Thanks, Gareth. I appreciate that, man. And, you know, like I'm really trying to take it somewhere and do some things with the record. And also, when you listen to the record, when you get it, you'll notice that, you know, there are some odd counts of as far as bars, and maybe you won't notice. If you know music, you'll notice, because you know most MCs, most song structure is 16 bars, 8-bar hook, you know, 16 bars, you know, 8-bar hook, 16 bars, like 3 verses, you know, hook, fade out. What I did with this album, like some of the verses are 12 bars, some, you know, some there's 2 8-bar verses, some, you know, there's a long 42-bar verse or whatever. just kind of playing with those things and what really is considered like the perfect song and the perfect song length and things of that nature. So I'm really looking forward to you guys checking, getting the record and checking it out. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm definitely really happy to have you guys as my fans, straight up. And it's nothing crazy, nothing that I would do if I didn't have you guys. I wouldn't be able to do this, so I really appreciate you. But yeah, Autopilot is available for pre-order. We got about 4 or 5 hours left on Bandcamp Day, where us the artists, we get all of that loot. I think there's like a little fee for PayPal to transfer the money. That's like 50 cents. But other than that, Bandcamp doesn't keep any of the loot. So it'd be much appreciated if you haven't copped it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that, Beneath the Gold, man. Thank you so much. And the vinyl is limited. Like I put that as 200 vinyl, but it's probably only going to be maybe 150 because I'm trying to get in some stores and things of that nature. So, get the vinyl while it's hot. Get the t-shirts while they hot. There are pretty cool t-shirts, really nice and comfortable. So that's enough of me talking about myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really appreciate you guys again. I can't say it enough how much I appreciate you. Like, you guys are really the reason that, I do this and what keeps me going. So thank you so much for everything that you've done for me over the years, and, continuing to support me in all the things that I've done and all the things I continue to do. So, yeah, Autopilot 10/20/2020. Available for pre-order right now. Get it while it's hot. I am Illogic.com, Illogic.bandcamp.com. Thank y'all so much. Next week, maybe another song. Maybe. I don't want to waste them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to keep giving y'all joints, so maybe I'll have something else planned for next week. Maybe see if I can get a guest in here or something. All right. But thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gordo. Peace, y'all. Have a good night.